Okay. Okay, so you join us live for race 2 at Snetterton in the MX5 Cup. We're about to kick off, 10 seconds till lights out. We have a reverse grid, so we have Toomey on pole, Stephen Kershaw on second, extremely experienced racer, Nicky Meredith in third place in one of the turn 3 cars. So, and we're away.
That was quick. If these guys can drive as quick as I just made 3 cups of tea, Rob, they'll be doing nicely. Watch out for the 2 Dempsey's coming through all the way from the back. They've got a lot of talent to come through, and a lot of guys to put in really quick single lap times. We couldn't string them together, so they won't be easy to pass, Rob.
That's it. So who have we got at the front? We've got
Toomey, I think it is.
Front from Kershaw. Kershaw possibly going to have the widest MX5 ever made in this race, but we will see.
Mistake for someone. Kershaw with a good clean exit though, and Meredith coming with him. So the first 3 beginning to make a little bit of a break as they come out onto the Bentley straight for the first time.
There's a load of dust raised at the back. A lot of places has been changed. Brian Egan lost out, Simon Wall lost out, Dominicus lost out, Sergey, Tony Stack all lost out, but Keith Dempsey up to 8th, Arturus up to 9th, and we have, who we got here, that's Nicky Meredith makes a place on Kershaw.
Yeah, very experienced sim racer, but in danger of becoming the junior driver in this team. He needs a result here, doesn't he, with the way his teammates are going, Rob?
He sure does.
Nicky Meredith very experienced in karting and single-seaters nowadays in Legends. Loads of wins under his belt.
So Toomey's fairly new to this. I think this is his first race with us. So let's see. Oh, and Meredith gets completely sideways. Hands the place back to Stephen Kershaw.
Well, that's what we were doing, Rob, during the week. It's very difficult to get stopped there. Don't underestimate it, guys. Have a go yourself, or come down here and have a go.
That's it, yeah. We've got a couple of guys in this evening coming racing there in race B, actually, because it's fiercely competitive. To get into the top 20, you have to do pre-qualifying, not just qualifying. So we'd over 40 drivers trying to get into this race for only 20 grid places.
Yeah, the standard is high. This is a great run by Toomey, though, out front. Keeping the nose clean. Got to get your exits right. You got to get into the apexes and get the exits right. There's Kershaw taking a more conventional line to the Niall Murray one, but still quite effective. He's hanging on in second place. David Yamamoto in third. We saw him go very well when we were using Porsches here, but he's definitely a man to watch. A very experienced sim racer. Also raced karts and Fiestas here at Mondello Park. Then Meredith's recovering, but he's got his teammate Keith Dempsey right behind him. So all the rest coming through. Where's Niall Murray? Niall Murray's up to 8th place so far. One of the Dempsey's got by. Keith Dempsey's got by Murray somewhere in the Schmozzle.
Schmozzle. Yeah,
good word, isn't it?
It's a great word. So Keith Dempsey's just slingshot past McCann and Meredith.
Well, McCann gave Meredith a little bit of help, and thanks, guys.
Oh, that's Kershaw, fires it off. So he's down to 4th.
So Keith Dempsey, how has he done this? Keith Dempsey's up to 3rd place. That's great stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. In fact, so right from the back of the grid, 3rd place within 2 laps. That's not just luck. That's just fantastic driving. So well done. Now Murray up to 5th. Kershaw down another place to 6th. So yeah, not making that car as wide as I thought he was going to.
Can expect some more Gunter Steiner language from Stephen Kershaw in here.
I think David Yamamoto set the fastest lap of the race, did he there? 124 something I just saw.
Yeah, you always got to keep an eye on David Yamamoto. He's very good at these sims. As we said when the Porsche races we were at Monza, he was right there. Somebody getting a little bit out of shape there. That is Keith Dempsey. Had that car dancing just in the braking area there, getting it pointed in towards the apex. So they're right on top of it, these guys. So Rob, you've access to the testing figures. Who's done the most testing during the week, or has anybody done very little?
Brian McManus has done the most, I think, but something like 200 laps, something like that, possibly more. And Arturus there has parked it on the outside, must have got a tap as he decided to call it a day.
Meredith going through with the battle-scarred car there, just going through under us now. That's O'Neill next up, but Toomey's still leading and doing beautifully. Now he is being dragged in, and he doesn't look quite as smooth as Yamamoto or Dempsey behind, but he's not as experienced wide here. Now watch out for this. Is that going to slow him coming out of the next one? I don't think so. He gets right in there, right into the curb, hard on the brakes. You can see the front of the car dip. It doesn't use the apex, though. Surely that'll cost him. It does on the way out.
So yeah, but the leading trio still put a huge gap on Niall Murray now, who's up to 4th.
Okay, Yamamoto's got the nose ahead on the outside. Toomey in second place, but has the inside line, or does he, as they head down towards us? And right with them now is Danger. Keith Dempsey from the back row of the grid. Dempsey now goes high and wide to try and have a go. Surely can't put these guys away. He backs out of it. Clever stuff. They all get out of shape. The MX5s do that, Rob, but they hang on to it beautifully. He's back up the inside, though. A high-speed switchback brings Keith Dempsey from third place up to second. Let's watch out for the late apex here. No, not as much. They're all having too much of a go, I think. Sorry, Rob.
You're grand. And Toomey looks slow there. What's happened? Has he got a problem?
Not sure.
Just follow him. We can't see when we click on the drivers.
Here's the run for the lead. He's got that run again, and he's side by side. He's on the inside this time. Keith Dempsey on our right, but actually on the left-hand side of the track as they're coming towards us. He's got the nose ahead. He's got the inside line. Will Yamamoto let him go or try and sit round the outside?
Dempsey's got it.
Yeah.
And Toomey has Murray right on him. Toomey's oh, he's got a little nudge. So that's put Murray up to third. He really should need to give. He needs to give back that place, though. But I don't think he's going to. We're probably going to have a look at that after the race. A huge gap there between third and fourth. So Owen Murray there in fifth place. He's in the red and black car with Toomey in his sights now.
Toomey falling back. Oh, Murray would look down the inside, not a normal overtaking there, and that loses both of them time. And looks, is that McCann? It is, with a great run. Murray goes uber defensive there. He's could make a wicker basket. He's weaving so much, trying to hold them back. And you just got to do that, Rob, don't you? When you come in onto his quick straight, now everybody's having a go. Murray on the grass on the outside. Toomey gets a tank slapper, gives McCann a kiss on the door. Who's this? Meredith, is it? It's Peter Dempsey in the mix now. We haven't seen him all race. It's this is great stuff. Peter Dempsey just does two of them on the straight, and all of a sudden moves himself up from oblivion to fifth place. But Keith Dempsey leads this one and has eked out almost a second of a gap to Yamamoto now.
Off across the grass, so Toomey's race going from bad to worse. Owen Murray up to fourth. Noel Murray in third place. What's the gap looking like there? With
a couple of seconds.
So David Yamamoto on Keith Dempsey, a second to him. So a little bit spread out at the front. So
Peter Dempsey on the bumper. He's just got by. Here we are. That's them side by side. Owen Murray now and Peter Dempsey. Peter Dempsey's got that run out of Chapman's and got alongside on the back straight, not giving any room at all to to Owen Murray as he flicks it into the left-hander there. Murray will try and have a go back at him, gets over that inside curb, but we've seen how quick the Dempseys are around here. So, Rob, before we hit the cup of tea, we were wondering, could they come through from the back? It certainly looks like it. Keith Dempsey leads, Yamamoto second, Niall Murray third, Peter Dempsey and Owen Murray the top five.
So let's just head further back. There's a gaggle of cars here, headed up by Sergey, Peter McCann right on his tail there, and Brian Egan in the mix as well there. Brian's in the red car without the livery on. Let's head on board with some of these guys just to watch the action. Peter McCann's car looking as though it's had a few taps, bit of damage to the rear bumper as they're two abreast down the straight. What's going to happen between between Danis and Sergey at the front here? McCann tries to go down the inside.
Good move. He's got one. He might have two places if he just stays steady. Oh, block from Arban on board here with Brian Egan, but he's going to move up one and maybe two places. He's certainly got one. Doesn't get the second one, or does he on the way out?
He might do now. I think he's going to have to settle for position there, but he gets a good drive out. Wheel on the grass.
Carried it though. That's okay. He's through Chapman's fairly quickly, and after that Bentley straight. Look over the toe now. This does work. We spoke about this earlier. Here he comes around now. He should get a little bit of a run. Here we go. He's got to decide which way he's going. He's almost being taunted by the car in front. Have a go down the outside if you can have a go, but no. Left the door wide open in the end. Brian Egan down the inside. Nice move. Can he get it turned in? And again across to the right. He can. Good stuff from Egan.
Oh, but he's wide. He's wide on the exit. So does that allow Danis to come back on him? Let's move back a car to Danis and just see. No, I think Egan has made it stick. One of the things to mention, Leo, actually, some of these guys are using paddle shifters. Some of them using traditional H-pattern shifter and clutch. So, and there is a difference in performance. So the guys who are using the H-pattern shifter and the clutch generally get better starts, and not as you would think, that they do actually get a better run on the straight as well.
Right. Okay. So what's the advantage to the paddle shift?
No, it's a disadvantage to use paddle shift.
All the way around the track.
Yeah, but it's easier to use, obviously.
Okay.
But ultimately, it's not quite as fast.
I thought you were going to say that the stick shift was quick off the line, because you could get off the line and then unplug it quickly and plug in another one if you're really competitive, but it doesn't work that way. Out front, while we've been watching all the midfield action, Keith Dempsey has said bye-bye to everybody, and he's 3.5 seconds up the road from Yamamoto. Niall Murray, however, is within half a second of second place now, and he's right with Yamamoto, and here they come. with Yamamoto on right in his mirrors is a danger man, Niall Murray in the Red Bull car, as they flick it left through Brundle corner, named after Martin Brundle. And then Nielsen is the next one. Then they head for the bomb hole. That's where the fun starts. A little lift there, Rob?
No, flat through the bomb hole.
That would explain, I suppose, one of my 5 seconds off the pace, perhaps. Here's Murray again with a much tighter line going in here. The instinct is to stay wide and then cut across, and Murray stays tight all the way through this. Now this should be interesting. Again, they both go over that inside curb. Murray turn in a little bit later. Slightly, but it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. But he has got to run, definitely slightly quicker now. Surely Yamamoto will stay to the inside. He almost comes into the pit lane.
Yeah.
Side by side, and Murray gets the toe, uses it to perfection, pulls out at the last minute, but he's on the outside. You don't need to be on the outside for Rich's corner, Rob.
I don't know, yeah, well, I don't know, but you never discount Murray here. No, he's
just proved me wrong. Yeah, good stuff. That's a great move, isn't it? Just right around the outside. I thought he was aiming for a switchback like Keith Dempsey, but no, it's just swept around the outside. No problem for him.
Who's fastest lap in the race so far, Leo? So I just think Brian Egan was on a 23. Have we got the information there? We don't. We've lost it. Technical issues in the tower here. Anyway, so yeah, Keith Dempsey still miles out the front. 4.5 seconds now back to Murray. So Murray's only got 4 laps to close that in. He's not going to be able to do that unless Dempsey has an issue. But he's missed the consistency out the front, so I don't think that's going to happen. Who else is moving and shaking down the field? Nicky Meredith just made a place. Tony Stack. And all the action is further down the field here at the moment.
Well, we're watching that gap live, and Niall Murray's just taken 2/10 out of Dempsey. It doesn't matter, but just for pig iron now, he's too far back. It's 4.3 seconds, but it was 4.6. So this is good stuff now. Murray with the head down and Keith Dempsey out front. But Keith's not going to make any mistakes. He probably really knows he's got a massive lead here and looking very, very good. So it's Keith Dempsey, Niall Murray, David Yamamoto, Dempsey, McCann, Egan, and McManus. So great stuff. The Irish Auto Parts car, McCann, right in the mix. And so let's have a quick look at the lap times. Fast lap for the leader, Peter Dempsey is at 22.8, 22.9 for Niall Murray, 22.8 for Peter Dempsey, but he's back in 4th place. In fact, he has fastest lap of the race. Indeed, he does. There's nobody else in the 22s. Big gaggle of them in the 23s, which would explain all that midfield action, Rob.
Yeah, so really close back here between who we've got Brian McManus and Dominicus Danis. And it looks like Danis got on the inside for a move here on McManus, and he makes his stick.
Good stuff from Dominicus. The car got a little bit out of shape as he turned in there, and that's a high-speed corner. Someone coming at them with a good run, though.
McManus coming back, and that's Murray behind.
Yeah, Murray right up there on the brakes. He got a really good run, Murray, through Rich's corner there and brought him right up to the back bumper. Murray by 9th place now, and this one had been a lot higher. And Meredith's recovered well. He's in 10th, right behind that pack as well. Watch out for the turn 3 car. The same colour car as the 2 Dempseys as they come back down under us.
But in this little battle here, Leo, McManus has got that place back. But now I think Danis has the inside line.
He does. Can he make it stick? He can. Yeah. Nice. Again, it's taily, that car, isn't it? Maybe he just flicks it in again, but gets out of shape, doesn't bother him. A lot of curb on the inside. Murray's possibly got up the inside.
Yeah, he's got a wheel alongside. I think that's enough. It is, and McManus loses he's lost 2 places now. Good
scrap here. He's looking to have a go back straight in to get that corner, get right onto the back of Owen Murray there as the 3 of them come round.
Let's head on board with McManus. Keith Dempsey just set fastest last 1:22.4, I think.
Yeah,
Owen Murray gets a wheel on the grass, bit sideways there. So a little bit of a gap to McManus now. Let's jump on board with Owen Murray and see as he chases down Dominicus. Is he going to go for a ultra lunge down into the fast right-hander here? It's Rich's. Oh, super sideways!
That's cost him a bit of time. You need to look at the mirrors there, Owen, and just see is there any behind you. But oh yeah, there is. He almost had a go.
Right there.
Oh my man, it's very late in the brakes, but didn't turn in on top of Owen Murray. We would have expected he got the nose ahead. They come together on the way through Chapman's. And Meredith next up, all on his own. He's one of the few having a nice easy race. Then it's Keith Rabbit, I think, just ahead of a big clatter of cars. He's in 10th, and a lot of cars there. Somebody falling back. Flaherty, Owen Murray well back, 14th now after that.
Yeah,
it took him a long time to recover. Look at the lead Keith Dempsey has. Maybe we should have a look at him on board, because he's 8.2 seconds to the good up front. That's incredible. So are we on board with the leader?
We are indeed. Ultra smooth, I should imagine we're going to see here now. No mistakes, just robotic in his performance almost.
Yeah, this is great stuff from Keith Dempsey. I mean, it's okay to dominate from the front, to come from the back, get the lead, and just ease away to the good of 8.4 seconds is pretty impressive.
Incredible. That's total domination, in fact.
really is. 8.5 seconds. Now, Peter Dempsey, man on the move, but he's still almost 2 seconds behind Yamamoto, who's doing beautifully in second place. So the podium positions look settled. However, Niall Murray's in fourth place. You can never discount Niall, but a very slow lap there. Showing up as a 32.3 for him.
So obviously got in a bit of a tangle.
Yeah.
Peter McCann there is in fifth in the Irish Auto Parts car. Again, one of the series sponsors. We'll say a big thank you to our sponsors, of course. Irish Auto Parts, Murray Motorsport, and DetailingEmporium.com, Quinn Tankers. Who else am I forgetting? Digital Gasoline and MCE Events.
Great stuff.
So, leaders, just one lap to go. .8 seconds. The gap, he hasn't eased off at all, has he, Dempsey? Just keeps going. Fastest lap of the race as well at 22.4. Just compare that to Yamamoto, who's driving a superb race in second place. His fastest lap is 1.3 seconds slower than Keith Dempsey's, Rob. That's a huge gap. Huge gap.
Even Peter Dempsey in third place is 4/10 off Keith. 22.8. 22.8 also for Niall Murray.
One of the questions that's been asked of us this week actually is what are we going to do to reduce the gap or deal with the gap between the leaders and the rest of the field? So that's an interesting one that we don't have an answer to. But
good.
Maybe we need to get the Dempseys on board for some tuition. Well,
that sounds good, but I was hoping you weren't going to put virtual ballast on cars or something like that, Rob. You know, the slow guys need to speed up. That's always been my view on motor racing. You know, you can go on board, you can have a look, you can practically access the quick guys' data. The beauty of this racing, we've gone on board, we've done a lap there with Keith Dempsey. You know, go and have a look at it. I can certainly see a lot of stuff I was doing wrong, and I still don't think I'd get anywhere near him. But to be able to access stuff like that is fantastic.
Yeah, and these guys are more than happy to share their data with the rest of the drivers most of the time. Although, as I said earlier, Keith Dempsey and Peter Dempsey no longer sharing data. Super serious between those two, and they are the top of the championship battle.
Yeah, good stuff. That's good to hear, isn't it? So they're really having a go. But they didn't have a go at each other on track. They both got the head down. There was no defending and no attacking as they eased away from the pack in race one. So there's a little bit of, even if it's unspoken, it's mutual respect. We're on the final lap now for Keith Dempsey, right over the curb, doing what Rob and I can't do, getting the car stopped, not out of shape, all the curb on the exit. And Keith Dempsey absolutely dominates this race now. There's nobody else. I was joking about them being changed into virtual civvies in race one, but literally, that's one of the biggest gaps we've seen in the Virtual Race Academy here. 9.67 seconds on the last corner. Let's see what it is at the line, Rob.
That's what it was, yeah, 9.7 at the line. Oh no, sorry, we're on to the final lap now.
Well, even better.
Oh no, that was slight confusion. That was it.
I was getting excited. I thought it was going to be another lap.
So that's it. Keith Dempsey, David Yamamoto, and Peter Dempsey are your top three.
Well, that's great stuff. Keith Dempsey can be rightly proud of that one. Peter Dempsey, a good run. Remember that Peter didn't make the initial run that Keith made. Keith was up to third place within 2 or 3 laps. Peter Dempsey had a harder run up through the traffic, but to come to third is very good. Niall Murray, once again, showing that pace that we know he has. If he strings it together, he's going to be very hard to beat as well.
Yeah, so that's a good performance from Murray. I mean, that's a good haul of points for him. He's in third place in the championship. The two Dempseys way out ahead, but we must take a look after the race now. We'll see what the rest of the points do. But I think he's fairly safe there in third. Yeah, a great result from all these guys. So that's it for today. We'll be back again next week for round 7 and 8, and where I've completely forgotten where we're heading to. Niall, where are we heading to next week?
No, we'll announce it shortly. Just keep in touch with VRA.ie or have a look at the Facebook pages. If you want to join in, get in touch with the guys. Come down here and have a go, have a word with them. If you want to buy some equipment, they're also selling the equipment. You will get no more sleep. You'll probably lose your job, but it's great fun. So get in touch with these guys and do get involved. It's so much fun. I really enjoy it, and I'm no good at it. So, Rob, as you say, we'll be back in a week's time at some secret circuit, which we'll unveil in the morning.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll see you then.